Hello everyone and welcome to this step-by-step explainer. As a math teacher with over 20 years of experience, I can tell you there is absolutely nothing I love more than jumping straight into problem solving. So let's just dive right in, okay? Ivala manam straight ga figured out 1.1 problems అన్ని step-by-step solve చేద్దాం. ఇక్కడ time waste చేయకుండా, no extra theory, just pure calculations. Get your notebooks ready.
ఇక్కడ కనిపిస్తున్న పేజ్ నుంచి ప్రాబ్లం 1తో స్టార్ట్ చేసి డైరెక్ట్గా క్యాలిక్యులేషన్స్లోకి వెళ్ళిపోదాం. ఎవ్రీ సింగిల్ ప్రాబ్లం మన బోర్డ్ మీద క్లియర్గా బ్రేక్ డౌన్ చేస్తాను, సో మేక్ షూర్ యూ ఫాలో అలాంగ్ విత్ ఎవ్రీ స్టెప్.
Okay, problem 1 అడుగుతోంది, which of the following numbers are not perfect squares? మనకి 4 options ఇచ్చారు. 2032, 2048, 1027, and 1089. ఈ numbersలో perfect squares కానివి ever find out చేయాలి. చూడడానికి if you ped the numbers low and high. But don't worry, there's a very simple rule for this.
To solve this quickly, last digit rule apply cheddam. First, check the unit digits of each given number. In the Kuante, a number ending in 2, 3, 7, or 8 perfect square eppudu avadu. Our logic apply cheste chudandi. 2032 ends in 2, 2048 ends in 8, and 1027 ends in 7. Very clear, right? They literally cannot be perfect squares.
So based on that one simple rule, my final answer is right here. Final answer, 2032, 2048, and 1027 are not perfect squares. Just for your information, 1089 ends in 9, and actually it is exactly 33 squared.
Let's move to problem 2 and see how this logic builds. Question inti, which one among 64 squared, 108 squared, 292 squared, 36 squared has last digit 4? Iped the perfect squares ni expand cheste, deni last digit 4 vastondi ani adugutunnaru.
మనం మొత్తం మల్టిప్లై చేయాల్సిన అవసరం లేదు. ప్రతి నంబర్ యొక్క లాస్ట్ డిజిట్ని స్క్వేర్ చేసి చెక్ చేస్తే యూనిట్ డిజిట్ ఎంతో మనకి డైరెక్ట్గా తెలిసిపోతుంది. Take 64 for instance. The last digit is 4. 4 squared is 16, so it ends in 6. For 108, 8 squared is 64, which ends in 4. Moving to 292, 2 squared is 4, so it ends in 4. And for 36, 6 squared is 36, ends in 6.
And this brilliantly illustrates how much time we save. Mana final answers are 108 squared and 292 squared. Final answer, 108 squared and 292 squared will have 4 as the last digit.
Excellent. Next, problem 3 chudandi. Given 125 squared equals 15,625. What is the value of 126 squared? ఇక్కడ 125 స్క్వేర్ వాల్యూ ఆల్రెడీ ఇచ్చారు, దాన్ని బేస్ చేసుకుని 126 స్క్వేర్ ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేయాలి ఫ్రమ్ ద గివెన్ 5 ఆప్షన్స్. డైరెక్ట్ మల్టిప్లికేషన్ చేయకుండా క్లెవర్గా సాల్వ్ చేద్దాం.
Let's break it down on the board. First, write 126 as 125 plus 1. Endukante, we can easily use the given value with the algebraic identity. A plus b whole square formula use GC expand cheddam, which is a squared plus b squared plus 2ab. Substitute the values carefully. That is 125 squared plus 1 squared plus 2 into 125 into 1. This gives us 15625 plus 1 plus 250. Just add the 1 and 250. Simple gamanaki, 15625 plus 251 vaskundi.
Clear Gamana addition calculation prakaram. Correct answer matches perfectly with option 4. Final answer, option IV, 15,625 plus 251.
Problem 4. Loki veltayam, we have a quick geometry application. Find the length of the side of a square whose area is 441 square meters. Oka square ri area 441 square meters icharu, manam side length kanukkovali.
Very straightforward. Square area formula apply chesi kanukundam. Area of a square equals side into side, meaning s squared. So manaki s squared is equal to 441 ani equation ostundi. Therefore, s equals the square root of 441. 441 ki square root kanukunte, since 21 into 21 equals 441, side length s equals 21. So, our calculation gives us the exact dimension. Final answer, the length of the side is 21 meters. Units eppudu marchipovoddu, always write meters. Over my years of teaching, forgetting units is literally one of the most common ways students lose marks.
Moving right along, problem 5 Adugatandi. Find the smallest square number that is divisible by each of the following numbers, 4, 9, and 10. So 4, 9, and 10th will perfectly divide i's smallest square number and to find out chayali. This is a classic LCM problem with a really fun twist.
ఫస్ట్ LCM ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేసి ప్రైమ్ ఫ్యాక్టర్స్ చూద్దాం. The least common multiple for 4, 9 and 10 is 180. That's the smallest divisible number, but is it a square? Let's check. 180ని prime factorize చేస్తే we get 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 5. ఇక్కడ prime factors list చూస్తే the factor 5 has no pair. అది సింగిల్గా ఉంది. దాన్ని perfect square చేయాలి అంటే we need pairs for everything. So ఇంకో 5తో multiply చేస్తే perfect square అయిపోతుంది. So 180 into 5 gives us 900.
That completes our calculation nicely. Final answer. The smallest square number that is divisible by 4, 9, and 10 is 900.
Let's dive right into problem 6. It's a two-part question. Find the smallest number by which 9408 must be multiplied so that the product is a perfect square. Find the square root of the product. Basically, 9408 ni perfect square chayali ante ye number tha multiplied chayali. And awachna kofa number ki root ento trudali.
Again, prime factorization method to solve cheddam because it reveals the missing pieces. Factorizing 9408, we get 2 power 6 into 3 into 7 square. Ikkada single ga 3 migilindi, meaning the unpaired factor is 3. That means our smallest multiplier has to be 3. The new number is 9408 into 3, which is 28224. దీనికి square root కనుక్కుందాం. To do that, just take half the powers from our paired factors. So 2 cubed into 7 into 3. That is 8 into 21, which equals 168.
Both parts solved perfectly. Final answer, the smallest number to multiply is 3, and the square root of the new product is 168.
Problem 7 చూస్తే. How many numbers lie between the squares of the following numbers? Part 1, 16 and 17. Part 2, 99 and 100. Two consecutive numbers cha squares madhya any non-perfect square numbers untayo find cheyali. If you know the formula, this literally takes 2 seconds.
డైరెక్ట్ ఫార్ములా 2n అప్లై చేస్తే ఇంటర్మీడియట్ క్యాల్కులేషన్స్ లేకుండా ఎగ్జాక్ట్లీ ఎన్ని నంబర్స్ ఉన్నాయో వచ్చేస్తుంది. The established rule says there are 2n non-perfect square numbers between n squared and n plus 1 squared. So for 16 and 17, n is 16. So 2 into 16 is 32. For 99 and 100, n is 99. 2 into 99 is 198. Final answers, for part 1 it's 32 and for part 2 it's 198.
Now what's really interesting about this next one, problem 8, is the beautiful math pattern. We have to fill in the missing numbers. E pattern carefully observe cheste. A squared plus B squared plus A into B whole squared is equal to A into B plus 1 whole squared. Simple terms will chep aliante. Base 1 and base 2 multiply cheste. Base 3 vastundi. And daniki 1 ad cheste. Right hand side base vastundi. Let's fill the gaps based on that logic. For 4 squared plus 5 squared, 4 into 5 is 20, so the third term is 20 squared. For the right-hand side, 20 plus 1 is 21, so 21 squared. Next row, 9 squared plus 10 squared. 9 into 10 is 90, so 90 squared. RHS will be 90 plus 1, which is 91 squared. Final answers to fill are 20, 21, 90, and 91.
Final gap. Problem 9. How many tiny squares are there in the following picture? Write the prime factorization of the number of tiny squares. ఈ ఇమేజ్లో ఉన్న tiny squares అన్ని కౌంట్ చేసి వాటి prime factorization కనుక్కోవాలి. Don't panic, we absolutely won't count them one by one. We will use logical grouping.
Let's break it down logically. Observe cheste, the image has 16 diamond-shaped blocks. Just count those big blocks first. Now look closely at one block. Each block contains a 5 by 5 grid, which means 25 tiny squares per block. Total squares ante 16 blocks into 25 squares each, which gives us exactly 400. Now 400 ki prime factorization kanukovali. 400 is 16 into 25, so that's 2 power 4 into 5 squared. Final answer, 400 squares, and the prime factors are 2 power 4 into 5 squared. Fantastic work today. Every step was perfect. So here's a thought to leave you with. Next time mere grid 20 blocks aite, inni squares untayo meeru try chesi figure out cheyagalara. Keep practicing those step-by-step calculations, and I'll see you in the next explainer.